Look, it's great to be here to launch the new building here for Veterinary Associates, and the equine industry, the horse business in New Zealand is a big part of New Zealand. It's part of our culture. We celebrate its successes, and we have it as one of the things that we define as an important part of New Zealand. Whether it's the horse racing industry where we can enjoy the successes and sometimes the not quite so successful ones, right through to what we do with equestrian sports and the likes. And New Zealand's been hugely successful on both of those fronts. Karaka obviously is a place now that's the home of very successful sales, and of course this year we saw tremendous sales and tremendous prices, so I think the future of the horse racing industry is in good shape. I went to the races, I've got to say, on Friday night, and Roy was managing to give me some very sharp advice, so I came away with more money than I left, which disappointed Bill English, but no one else really, as he seems to make more money out of those things. To all the partners of Veterinary Associates, congratulations on embarking on the building and on everything that you're doing. We need to have the best in veterinary support for the horse racing and equestrian industry if we're going to deliver the kinds of successful animals that we have. And for all those that are passionate about horses, I can understand why. I think they're very beautiful creatures and they do very, very well. Finally, let me just finish on one tale, and that is about 3 years ago I went out to the Karaka sales. I was leader of the opposition, sat down for lunch. You'll notice I had a glass of water when I came in here because there's a few horse racing guys around, because that day I sat down and had a glass of champagne. One of the guys said to me, "Do you want to buy a horse?" I said, "Not overly. Today, politics, I'm pretty busy. So, there's 9 of us. We're looking for a 10th partner. We think this thing's really good. Why don't we buy it?" So I said, okay. So we paid $1.3 million for a horse. Note to self, I went home to my wife and said, "Honey, I've bought us a horse." She said, "It'll be Donkey, like your surname with, your that first name." I said, "No, it won't. This is a beautifully bred beast. You'll regret making those comments." We sold him. We sold him 15 months later. He's now living in Noumea. Yep. We sold him for $25,000, right? So I can honestly say he was singularly the worst investment I had outside of the uranium shares I never knew I owned. They were the only things that were, at least I knew I owned the horse. His problem was he's a little too fond of those girl horses and not too fond of racing. That was his big problem. But anyway, life after politics, it'll be time to go back and buy a few racehorses, and I intend to do that. But in the interim, I'll just watch them from a distance and admire the industry. But good on you for investing in it and for all of the work that you do in a very important industry to New Zealand. And on that happy note, I think we're going to cut the ribbon. And what I've got to be